Yeah, it's been really good getting around the regions. They've been really engaged throughout this whole process actually. We've spent a lot of time consulting with them, sort of keeping them in the loop about how the game's going to progress, and I think that's really helped them open up to us about what their real life issues, real life concerns are.
It's really interesting to hear what the views within the group are, because I think people have different ideas of what's important, but also for them to tell us what's reasonable and what they're trying to do, and essentially it means that we get an input in the decisions that are being made.
It always sparks really good conversations, and you learn from each other, and like what a certain player wants or what they find important could then also relay back to what you believe is important as well.
Yeah, we spent quite a lot of time talking about equity in the women's game and what that means to them. I think we're in a really good position moving to equal minimum salaries within the game and moving to 15 for full-time pros. But there's still quite a lot of things out there and examples within environments where things aren't equitable.
I think the main thing that I obviously was quite focused on is that minimum salary being equal to the men's. Some of the girls coming in, barely being able to make a living off a full-time contract on full-time hours is obviously quite problematic in a lot of ways.
It's about having somewhere that's our base and working in conjunction with the men, not just around the men as well, and just having sort of a set place that you guys can call your home, things like your own home changing room.
The one thing we speak about quite regularly, and we're quite fortunate here with Knots, but is the commercial side of it and the marketing, and trying to push that with the streams, the stream quality. With none of our games being on TV is quite crucial, so how the marketing team can really push that from a media aspect will be pretty key.
The ECB are very, very supportive of the women's game, but equally there are some things that we have to look at from a player's point of view that maybe they won't necessarily see. I think those sometimes can be the uncomfortable conversations, but that's our job. We're there to kind of put forward the player's view and really work hard to kind of make sure that they're getting the professional environment that they should have.
The opportunities that we could get in the next couple of years look to be brilliant, and I'm just excited and really happy to just ride it and see where we go.
I didn't think I could be a professional cricketer, so for the conversations now to be how do we become equal to the men, not just how do we become professionals, is amazing.
Yeah, it'll be challenging for sure, and obviously it's going to be relocation for players and there's a lot to consider, but I think it's the way the game's got to go if we want to continue the professionalisation of women's sport and women's cricket in particular.
I'm excited to see firstly where these regions go, and then watch them build from there, because I imagine there'll be some clubs, some counties that are ready to invest quite a lot more money. There's probably going to be a few teething issues, and when it comes around to contract negotiations and stuff, I think it could be really quite challenging, but we've been very reassured today that we're going to have the PCA support, which I think is really important.
I think that's where the PCA are brilliant, and that they've got our back with that, and we feel really informed as well. I think the PCA come here and give us those updates that we potentially just might not know, and it saves there being like rumours and ifs, buts and maybes, and it just gives us a bit more kind of reassurance and clarity that if anything does start to go wrong or things aren't regulated, then yeah, the PCA have got our backs.